Hi everyone, it's Cindy. Welcome back to Studioloo. So I'm here today with day number 10 already of Dephemberember. December is really flying by, holy cow. I was thinking this morning about all the things I have to do. Oh my goodness. But for now, let's just get into this. So the prompts today are leaves and envelope, and the animal today is an owl. So I'm excited. I have been thinking all morning about different ways to construct an envelope, thinking that that's what I was going to do. I had this idea of, I'm working on some owl-based concept art right now. You'll see a little bit of it here, and I'd done some more, and I was thinking about building round envelopes, and I was thinking about laminating leaves and building all these different kinds of envelopes. And then I sort of came into my studio and went, you know, let's keep it simple and actually just use something up that I already have. So I have this envelope here. This is a craft envelope that's 6.5 by 9.5, so it's quite large. So what I might do is honestly make it ever so slightly smaller, because it's quite large for a journal, but it would be good in like a lap book. I think it would be totally fine, because I do make some large lap books. So that being said, what am I doing? So this is my envelope. For leaves, I've decided to dig into some of my eco-printed leaves. So these are birch leaves, and what else? Oh, here we have a tulip tree leaf. And yeah, I think I will do something with a bit of this, because I'm hoarding eco-printed fabric like it's ridiculous. I hoard it. Then I've got some black silk leaves here as well. And then this is some of the concept art that I'm talking about. So right now on my Patreon, I'm working on a 12 days of concept art, and I'm doing digital collections for my Patreons for 12 days leading up to Christmas Day. So this is a little bit of a sneak peek as to what's to come for my Patreon friends. So I want to use these owls. I've got a couple here. This is like a collage kind of concept I've been working on with owls. That's the focal point. And this is one of the owls. So I think what I want to do is, do I want to keep this full size, first of all? That might depend on this, because I want to put this on the back of the envelope. Yeah, I think I will keep it full size, you know, because I'm, like I said, I do make large journals. I'm not, you know, obsessed with only doing little books. So let me grab my ruler and we will tear this out. Now, I can only use a certain amount of this. So I think what I'm going to do is use this side of it actually to about there. Let me get my cutter. As much as I want to tear this, I don't want to tear it all weird. Let me see how this will fit on here. Pretty good. I'm going to distress this whole envelope after, so I know it looks a little bit like, you know, gappy right now, but don't worry, it's going to be different. We're going to distress this whole thing after. I'm honestly wondering if I want to maybe cut this envelope open so that I can stitch on it better, and then I can close it again, because that might be kind of cool. Let me see. Because I would just cut it from the side, not the bottom. Holy glue. There we go. Let's grab one of these baby wipes. There we go. bit too heavy with the glue, which happens sometimes. That's fine. Okay. So that's on there. Okay. Now, if I were to open this, I could close it again, I think without too much trouble. And that would let me do some fun stitching. So I'm going to do the unthinkable. And cut here. I just saw that right open. All right, now we have a full envelope. I probably could have done it neater, but c'est la vie. It doesn't actually matter. Okay, so now for the front, what I want to do, this is where I want to use my fabric. I need to decide how and what piece. I think I really want like birch leaves and like a nice section of birch leaves on this. So this is quite pretty. It's got some great contrast. So maybe like right there. I know some of you are cringing right now that I'm cutting up this fabric. But this is what I dye it for doing art, right? So let's not freak out. Okay. I'm going to leave a little bit of a lip actually on this so that when I stitch it, it's going to overrun on the back a little. Then on the front, I want to trim it down to here. Okay, that's what I'm looking for, I think. Yes, all right. So then we'll just take glue stick because I'm going to stitch, as I mentioned. I'm going to do some fun stitching. Okay, we'll glue this on here. So then once that's stitched on, how much of this do I want to wrap around? Like that, and then I might just crinkle and ruffle and do this kind of thing with it, I think. Okay, so I'm going to go do a bit of stitching now. I'm going to probably just stitch around this, and then I may end up outlining the leaves. I'm not, actually I may not, I don't know, we'll see. I'll be back. Alright, so I've done the initial stitching around the image on the back and the fabric on the front. And that's going to wrap around. Okay, so now I want to just strengthen up any weaker areas of the envelope, which I think is this fold and that fold. And I'm going to do that with washi. Do a little piece here. And how does that feel? Actually, that's fine. Doesn't feel weak at all. Maybe just the fold up here. I felt like it could use a little extra strength. So that's good. Okay. Then trim these strings that are haphazardly hanging everywhere here. Oops. Okay, now where is my other owl? This one. Alright, so what I wanted to do with this one was actually fussy cut just the owl's head. Will she fit on here? Yes. Let me make her a little smaller. A little bit. Okay. Need some card to put her on. I'm going to retrace over again with my scissors. Easier said than done. Cutting card with scissors is never fun. Okay. Then, let's see how I want her. If I want her down here, or if I want her here, and then maybe put some of this book spine here. It's a bit of a collage. Yeah, that would be really cute. Okay, let's try to tear some of this old book spine. Like so, like so. Okay. Now I'm going to just lightly again glue this with glue stick, but then I'm actually going to go back to the sewing machine. I really want to make use of my sewing machine in this project because it's just I think good. What side did I want to use? The real grungy? No, this side, the more brown side of this one. Right, like so. Okay. And then I think what I'll also do is I'll close the envelope up during this stitching session. So I will maybe grunge it up first because we need to grunge this a little more before I go ahead and sew it. So hold on. What I'm looking to grunge up is just the envelope, like the yellow of the envelope, if that makes sense. So I'm going to grab what color I have here. 1 second. There we go. Broken china, that's what I'm after. And then I need a little spot to, well, maybe I'll just try to daub it on with something like a brush. Yeah. Gonna get a little on the fabric too. My desk is a slight calamity today. It's because I have this big box up here. Okay, and then we'll go over here a little, just adding a little of this blue. And I'll add a little here too. Okay. Now we need coffee spray, which is here. We don't need a ton, we just need a bit. Okay, that's enough. And we'll just kind of move this around a bit, let it do its thing. All right, so now I need to dry this. So I'm going to do that with my heat gun. I'll do that off camera though, so you don't have to listen. Alright, so I just wanted to show you what it's looking like now that it's dry mostly, and before I head over to the sewing machine. Okay, so you see how this oxide has reacted and we have this much more interesting color. So now I'm going to go over to the sewing machine. I'm going to add some fun stitching here. I'm going to stitch around this. Then I'm going to close this up probably here with some kind of like a fun crinkle of this fabric, and then we'll see what else. I may do like one full stitch around as well. So I will be back momentarily. Okay, my stitching is complete. So here is a look at my envelope, and I will explain a little bit what I did. So on the front here, I just, I stitched around initially, as you recall, this and then the leaf fabric at the back here. Then when I just added this owl and this bit of fun book spine, I did a little bit of zigzag, a little bit of straight, went all around the owl with a straight stitch, and then went around here again to close the envelope. And as you'll see, I stitched over the edge of the envelope to do like a serging kind of technique. I added the black leaves here, as well as one back here at the back, and then I used the fabric to be the side of the envelope and stitched up and down twice. I did up and down twice here. So now we have this nice fun big envelope that we can put whatever we want into. This could also be, really, I could put a flap on and make it a page. It could be a cover, you know, it's really durable and great. So yeah, now I'll just bend this up. This is a vintage envelope, so we'll bend this up. It goes through here and then it closes like so. So then what I want to do is just put a little bit of gilding luster wax around the edges here, to just give it a little bit of gold here and there. Nothing too, you know, overstated, maybe a little on the leaves, just to bring out the bits in the black leaves. There we go. A little on the book spine, it brings out a little of those details, and around the edge of the owl, just to kind of splash it out a bit. Okay, that's good for the front, and then the back, do the same with the leaf, and then maybe a little up here. There we go. Okay, so that I think is good. I think we are done. So I'm really happy with how that turned out. That'll be a nice big envelope. I'll probably end up using it in a lap book or something like that. Yeah, so that is my day today for day 10, and I hope that you enjoyed watching and that you're enjoying the series. I will see you again tomorrow for day 11. You can find all of the information about Dephemberember linked down below in the description box. Bye for now. Have a great day.